Have you ever written some insane piece of music in the computer that's completely unplayable, but then had to do it anyway? Well, I'm going to tell you about one time when this happened to me. So last September, I premiered an hour of music for a 30-piece chamber orchestra, which I co-wrote with Michael Fulmer Hansen, called Life So Simple, From Birth to Death. We did it at Roulette in Brooklyn. Michael came to New York all the way from Australia and commissioned the visual artist Higo to create art for the show and concert programs, who also, by the way, traveled halfway around the world to be there because he felt it was important. The original compositions were written using music production software during the COVID lockdowns, mostly Spitfire audio stuff because Glitchmagic doesn't have its own yet. That's a separate thing. And when the world started to open up again, Michael had the crazy idea to perform the music for real, except there was a problem. When you're just programming MIDI, it's very easy to ignore good orchestration practice and just throw notes anywhere and everywhere in the range, or do completely impractical things like have a 400-person pizzicato string section for just one movement. So from March 2024 to about July of last year, I spent all day, every day of my free time, turning messy MIDI piano roll into real parts humans can play. And then the other struggle here was I had not used notation software very much, really since college, which was over 10 years ago at this point. I didn't even own a license to any of this software anymore, so I had to learn Dorico from scratch pretty much as I did this. And then once all that was done, I was tasked with finding a group to play the music, which wound up being Contemporaneous because their thing is performing contemporary music like this. And I knew they would give it the attention, love, and care it deserves, which they went above and beyond to accomplish, and I can't say enough good things about them. And also one thing I've learned from playing in pickup orchestras around New York, which I was afraid of happening, is particularly when performing new music, it can easily become a three-ring circus disaster show because certain classical musicians are frustratingly myopic when it comes to playing material written after 1910 or so, especially if it's a big lift technically, which this was. Anyway, after all this, my job was still not done. My next task, after organizing all the logistics of creating the score, finding the group to play it, securing a venue, and getting people to help me run the event, was coming up with a marketing plan to promote the show so we had a good audience of the house to play for the big night. I'd never booked a venue this large and now needed to get some butts and seats, basically. But I'll save that for another video because that's its own beast to wrangle with. The important part for now is the entire hour-long concert is now on YouTube and streaming services for you to enjoy. And I hope you check it out. Don't be shy about leaving me a question or comment about this, which I'm happy to answer if I didn't already answer it in this video somewhere. And of course, if you're thinking about getting lessons with me, this is a good example of how I can take you much, much, much further than other bass teachers because I don't just play bass. I throw my entire being into every musical opportunity I receive, including this one. So anyway, enjoy your day. That's just a little bit about the concert. I hope to see you for the next one. Peace.